me tell you this. I think you have a chance when you can shoot the basketball from the perimeter and when you can hit free throws. When you can do those two things, you're in any game because sometimes teams will beat themselves. And anytime you can shoot, you can put the ball in the hole, you got a chance. So I look at Golden State Warriors this season, not beyond the season, but this season, and I say they have a chance. The one thing that I will say, and that continues to boggle my mind, when they won those championships, you had Andrew Bogut and Zsa Zsa Jr., people like that, size, where you weren't relying on Draymond to be the five. When I think about who the champions are, which is Jokic, okay? How in God's name you're the Warriors and you want to compete and you don't have a sizable opponent? Just
true. Yo, what's the deal? It's your boy, Who is Hendo. We back talking sports. Warriors Lakers tonight, one of the most important games of the season for us to at least try to move up. I think the Warriors have a good chance to make the playoffs. We got to focus on that first game, whether it's the Kings or whether it's the Lakers, whoever it is. But we got to get it done. Lil CJ, what's up? What's up? What's up? Talk about my Warriors, try to see if they have a chance to make the playoffs.
Just to throw a body around. That's why I bring up guys like the DeMarcus Cousins of the world and various others who could potentially be out there. Just a big body to throw in there and sort of and somewhat clog the middle in some kind of physical capacity so you don't ask Draymond with his undersized self against these bigger guys to go up against them. I don't know why the Golden State Warriors has never addressed something like that, but in the end, this season, if Clay, and again, the Golden State Warriors should be the favorite, but what if Clay got hot and Kuminga and Podziemski are hitting jumpers too? Because we know what Steph's going to do. Think about that for a second and then say, are you sure they can't knock somebody off? I think they can, guys.
And look, here's the other thing. Just go back to a year ago. I don't think I've ever seen a team look more swallowed up physically than the Warriors were in that series with the Lakers. They looked small. They looked feeble. They were thrown around. They couldn't get separation on the perimeter because the length of the
They didn't have Paz. They didn't have Kuminga. They didn't have Trey Jackson-Davis. They didn't have Chris Paul. Moody wasn't playing. Clay wasn't coming off the bench looking fresh. You don't want to mention all of that. The Lakers was getting, 20, 30 more free throws than us. You don't want to mention all of that, but you want to mention, they got swallowed up. No, they were trash.
I think that the Lakers jumping out, they completely took Klay Thompson out of the series. And that's hard for me to get out of my mind. And now just fast forward a year, the Warriors are more inconsistent offensively than they've ever been. To your point, you're 100% right. Like on a given night, can Klay Thompson be that difference maker, get that hot? That it puts The problem is you can't really make a logical argument that you know what you're going to get from Klay Thompson, and that's the problem.
And let me throw this out there, Biggs. Like I mentioned DeMarcus Cousins. I didn't mention Andre Drummond. I thought Oklahoma City, for example, should have went out.
They don't watch basketball, and that's why I'll be cooking their ass. Like, this nigga mentioned all of that, but did not mention all the young guys we did not have last year. Oh yeah. I'm trying to watch tonight. You know I'm in for the Lakers and the Warriors game, though. That's the only game I'm really caring about. You know what I'm saying? The Celtics and the Bucks play tonight. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers and the anything else is trash, I'm gonna be real. The Mavericks, y'all gonna whoop on the Hornets. The Kings Thunder, that's a good game. But I don't think Shea gonna play, so wait, they got the Clippers and Suns on. It's like, the Clippers, Suns, the Celtics, Bucks, and the and the Lakers and the Warriors. Everything else is mid or it's a good team playing a bad team. But the Warriors definitely have a chance to get to the playoffs. They can get knocked out too.
Went out and got an Andre Drummond. You know,
Yeah.
somebody that just gonna grab you 15, 20
definitely
rebounds.
their weakness.
That's
That's
their
their
weakness. I'm looking at some of these executives and I'm wondering what the hell are you thinking? Because and you look at the pieces around these other teams. I'm looking at a Golden State. I'm looking at an Oklahoma City and stuff like that. And just ask yourself, if they got size, if they got somebody that can get an offensive rebound and give you an additional opportunity at a shot, you're trying to tell me that can't help?
We the best rebounding team in the league. We are the best rebounding team in the league. And y'all talking about listen, we do need size, but it's not to rebound the ball. It's to defend the rim. That's how I know these niggas don't listen. They don't watch the game. They don't know about the statistics. We are the number one rebounding team. We need size to defend the paint. That's what we need size for.
Can't help you. Well, maybe this player might be a problem for this coach or whatever. I'm like, excuse me, if I'm an owner, I'm thinking about stuff like that. These guys got to answer these kind of questions because there's some big boys out there, and I mentioned two of them who can make a contribution to an NBA team. And why they ain't in the NBA, especially DeMarcus Cousins. Why you ain't on the roster right now don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me. It really doesn't.
Stephen A., one of the handful of games that I went to this year was the Lakers and Golden State. And guess what? Klay Thompson looked like the old Klay Thompson because he had 17 in like the first quarter. He ended up having 21 at the half, and he and Steph got hot and shot the Lakers out of the building. Even after LeBron had a virtuoso, had a 40-point game, was sensational, they wasn't able to overcome that hot shooting by Klay Thompson. But you're right. But what we haven't seen from Klay is that level of consistency, Stephen A., over the last several years since he's come off that injury. Could he do it? You're asking him. So basically, he's going to need to be that type of way. You got to win 16 games in the playoffs. Do you believe he can?
I don't know. I agree with Shannon. Like, it's up and down with Klay. I expect Klay to be up and down, honestly. It's the others. If Kuminga, Moody, TJD, Pods, if they step up, like really, really step up, and Wiggins and step up consistently, we can overcome Klay, deficiencies. And then when Klay get hot, that's him adding to him. I think he should come off the bench if we come going to the play-in and let him come off because we have one of the best benches. Let him come and play against the secondary guys and light their ass up.
In your 30 years of covering the game of basketball, do you believe the Steph Curry that you know can rear his head and do that over the course of an NBA title run?
I think Steph Curry needs help. And I think,
for sure.
And I think with the pieces that they have, if Klay give you a couple of big games, if Podziemski gives you a couple of good games, Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, those four guys, if two of them can give you accuracy from the perimeter, I think Golden State can beat practically anybody but Denver in the postseason.
Yeah, well, we're talking about.
It would take that.
We're talking about their ceiling. And the problem is that
that's right.
They so rarely have hit it.
I agree.
And it's, by the way, I want to be clear. We're not just laying this at the feet of Klay Thompson's inconsistency. No. Wiggins has been inconsistent.
Wiggins,
Chris Paul's been inconsistent.
Right.
Yeah. Kuminga's been pretty solid here for a few months now. I think I know what to expect out of Kuminga now most nights. But it's not just Klay. It's the fact that they so rare.
It's not. And I understand where everybody's coming from. I just want, the Warriors to really lock in, bro. When we doubt it, that's when we play the best. They thought we was going to lose that Mavs game. We went in and beat them. They thought we was going to get beat by the, what's good, Cheyenne? Sitting up here talking about these Warriors and they playoff hopes. Listening to the media pundits make some sense and then not make sense on the other end. Why the Warriors have never went out and got a big man, I don't know. especially these last couple years. They could have got Dwight Howard. They could have got Robin Lopez. They could have got DeMarcus Cousins, Andre Drummond. They could have got Miles. They could have got a lot of big men. Jonathan Isaacs from the Magic. I heard rumblings about him. And they just won't do it, bro. They won't do it, man.
Rarely hit their ceiling collectively. And we'd have to talk about replicating that night after night. First of all, it's just 2 playing games, most likely. On the road, most likely. I think that, to me, is a...
We're 23-15 on the road. Shut up. See, that's what I'm talking about. Lamont. What's good? What's up, gang? Tap in. Talking about my Warriors and they playoff hopes.
Is a reach to think that we're going to see that. Look, nobody wants to see this team advance more than I do because I love watching Steph Curry play basketball. Give me more Steph Curry. That's what I want. I'm just being realistic about what I've seen all year.
I sure hope it's not over, though, because that's an end of an era, the 3 of them. They've been so fun to watch.
Well, if Clay is willing to accept a lot less, which I don't think he would nor should, then it's a different discussion. But the fact is that you can't pay him with some of them young bloods on the come up. They're gonna be looking to get paid themselves, and Clay is no longer the same $43 million player that he once was. Even though I think Klay Thompson could be a vital piece for a whole bunch of teams in the NBA.
Definitely.
Hey, Stephen A. Molly just saying for you this for me, Stephen A. and Larry. Sometimes your old lady look better to a new set of eyes. So maybe Klay Thompson gonna look better somewhere else than he would in Golden.
He probably would, and that's the sad part. Clay might go somewhere else and average 23, 24 points. And I don't want that to happen. I want him to stay with Golden State. Love Clay. I want him to retire a Warrior. But they not finna pay him. I really hope, really hope and pray that they can come to an agreement. But I don't know. Yeah, but at the same time, look at JaVale McGee. He fit the system. They could have got somebody to fit the system. You know what I'm saying? JaVale McGee wasn't looked at as a high IQ player. He came to Golden State and look what he became. They fixed players. Look at Wiggins. Look at Poole. You know what I'm saying? So they still could have got some type of big man. That's when we were at our best. Now, I believe if TJD grows into the player I think he can be, we'll be straight. We won't need a big man, but he's not there yet. But if he can keep doing what he's doing, 4 blocks, defending at the rim, being a lob threat and everything, we might be okay. He might surprise a lot of people. And that's what I think is our that's what I think is our secret weapon. Yeah, but he still played and he still helped. Limited minutes or not, he still helped. We need some type of big man. We're not gonna win another championship without it. I'm just being real. And the only way we gonna do anything this year is if TJD can rim protect and slow down Anthony Davis. Because Anthony Davis kills us every time. He stops us from going inside the paint. And he destroys us inside because we don't have a real rim protector. And Draymond is too small. So TJD is going to be our X factor. We do got to get a big man. I'm sorry. We have to. We can't. Bro, the league is big again, bro. That shit we was doing, that shit is done. Steph need help. Steph cannot carry. This is not 2022. Steph cannot carry no more, bro. This is 2 years later, bro. Steph is 2 years older, bro. He can't keep doing that. He tried last year and then tried against the Lakers, got us 6 games. If Jordan Poole don't make that dumbass shot, don't shoot that dumbass shot, who knows what happens. You can't do it no more, bro. It got to be more than Steph. Steph is running bro, he's running into the ground. You can tell. And I'm not blaming shit on Steph. He didn't carry their ass for the last 3-4 years, bro. Got them to a championship, then got some great help from Wiggins, and they won a championship. But that was Steph written all on it. He went Jordan. Real talk. He went Jordan in that motherfucking finals. He went Kobe in 09. Look at the numbers. He went Wade in 06. And in fact, this was the number one defense. So come on, man. Steph can't keep doing it, bro. Like, he really carrying the squad. It ain't no fake carrying like they say Bron doing, where he got good teammates. He literally carrying niggas. It ain't like no fake carrying where they winning without him. Because they don't win without him. They lost to the Spurs without him. They just beat the Jazz, but Klay Thompson was there. Can't keep doing that, bro. And Steph not leaving. Steph is going to be a warrior for life. But you can't expect this man to keep doing this, bro. And he ain't complaining. That's why he got people like us to complain for him. And I don't care. LeBron fans talking about, y'all never gave this excuse for LeBron. Man, that's because he's throwing his teammates under the bus and he didn't have more help than anybody. I don't want to hear that for that nigga. That nigga didn't carry the team 2 years. 2015 and 2018. The other years, he did not carry them niggas. Go look at the stats. Well, from 03 to 06, he did carry them. They was trash. True. It's the bench. That's it. The bench can come in and we'll be down like 5, maybe 7, 8 points. And look up, and the bench then got us a 10-point lead. Now, the starters on some nights been cooking. Like, Wiggins been playing better. Klay been playing better. He just need to be more consistent. Kuminga been the most consistent player on the team. TJD has been playing very well. Pods do what Pods do. And then you got Steph Curry. Steph gonna be good. He got rest. You know what I'm saying? I think he ready for today, and we need this game, bro. We definitely need this game, man. For real, for real. The Kings could lose. I really need the Kings to lose. If we get this game and the Kings lose, we'll be closer to the 7-8 seed. I mean, we'll be closer to the 8-9 seed.
Golden State.
So you have to use the term "old lady" though. Like,
There you go, Molly. See?
yeah, you couldn't just be like my girl, my ex. It's an old
Okay.
lady, ball and chain. Oh,
Facts. They should have never gave them that money. They gave them that money too fast. And Curry not going nowhere, bro. I want him to win another championship too, but Curry not going nowhere, bro. For real. It's just sad they wasting his prime, man. It's just sad. And the Warriors, they find themselves in a bad put it to you like that. They find themselves in a bad position. That's just all I'm gonna say. Exactly. He want to win his 5th championship in Golden State. He not going nowhere. But they, like I said, they find themselves in a bad position. And I don't know what they're gonna do. But they gotta lock in 100%. They have to lock in these next couple of games into the play-in and hopefully into the playoffs. Have to lock all the way in, bro. Like, no bullshit, because more than likely we're gonna have to face the Lakers. And we got to beat the refs and the Lakers, bro. And the Lakers. Think about that. We got to beat the refs and the Lakers. TJD got to come up big with Anthony Davis, man. We cannot allow Anthony Davis to tear us up inside. And then LeBron, you know what I'm saying, to just get to the hole. We cannot allow that. Yeah, once Bob Myers left, it started getting a little hazy. But that's because Bob Myers, he built this shit. Bob Myers built this shit. Nah, I don't know about that, Cheyenne. I think they could get to the second round, though. Second round of WCF, only if they really lock in. Hey, neither one of them might not make it. But both of them can beat the Pelicans and the Kings. I know that for sure. The Pelicans and the Kings, Golden State has beaten both of them this year multiple times. So you might be right, but we won't know until the play-in get here. So and the Kings got a tough schedule coming down the line. So we won't know till the end of the season who is where. So they time may be up. Don't know though. Yeah, LeBron time been up. The Dubs time may be up, but until they lose and walking off the court losing, then that's when that's when I say okay. But I'm never gonna stop believing in my boys because I done seen them do it. Especially in 2022. I seen them do it. Nobody thought they were supposed to win the championship that year. Seen them do it, bro. 2015, nobody thought they was gonna win the championship that year either, or even get to the championship. So until it happened, I'm up in the air. But you may be right. They time may be up. They time closer to being up than being just starting. So yeah, it's time been up since after the 2020 finals. That's when his time really was up. Because he left and went to LA because he got tired of losing to Golden State and went to LA and then didn't make the playoffs, and then they went and got AD. So he could try to get him another one. Then he got him another one. He thought he was going to get another dynasty, but no. This is the West, not the East. LeBron ain't going to run the West like he did the East. This is a whole different thing. That's why he ain't won since then. And he won't win another one. The West is getting better and better. Every year it's gotten better since he won that championship. 2021, 2022, 2023 last year, 2024 this year. It's at the peak now. He's not winning another championship. Steph will win one before him. Shit, KD will win one before him. Steph got more time left. This man is 21 years in. Oh, I know. Don't nobody respect that. But he won it. I'm not finna take it away from him. He won it. It is what it is. Whether we respect it or not, I mean, he won it. I mean, whatever, you know what I'm saying? People try to overdo it. Oh, that was one of the hardest. No, it wasn't. Shut up. Pat Bev was just talking. He said the next 5 years is mine. No, they're not. Pat Bev was just talking, you know. You right about that, bottoms up. You right about that. Everything was given to him. Even the rookie of the year. The face of the league was given to him, the rookie of the year. The championships. He had to leave and go go conjure up a super team instead of getting better and defeating the odds like a real GOAT. You defeat the odds when you're a real GOAT, whether if it's fair or not. Was it fair when Kobe and Powell was going against the big three plus Rondo? No, it wasn't fair. No, it wasn't fair, but he ain't cry about it. He took his L and then he came back and he beat them the second time. Brian lost, then lost 2 years later to them and said, I can't do it no more. And don't give me that, oh, well, he ain't have enough help to this and that. So why was he up in 08? And I believe he was up in the series in 09. Orlando wasn't no super team. He didn't want to go through the grind. Let's keep it real. That nigga want trades to get help. He don't want to go through the grind and get better and try to elevate his teammates. I'm just keeping it real with you. Exactly. And think you at the table with a Mike or a Kobe, or had the audacity to say you better than MJ or a Kobe, who went straight through the grind, bro. Kobe went through the grind to get that second back to back and shit like that, to get them last 2 titles. He went through the grind. The first time they didn't have no super team. It was him and Shaq was so dominant, and they had role players around them. Y'all want to talk about the Karl Malone and the Gary Payton? That was one season, and Karl Malone got hurt, and it was just Gary Payton, and both of them was 40 years old. Get out of here. They went through the grind. MJ went through the grind. Scottie Pippen had to develop. He always give love to them. Kobe always give love to Shaq and Powell and all of them, and D Fish and all of them. We rarely ever hear LeBron talking about his teammates helping him win the title. A Kyrie, a AD, a D Wade. We rarely ever hear it. And if we do, it's sometimes on a special occasion or something. But we always hear about him and what he did, and he the greatest of all time, and he should be number 1 on everybody's list. Let's see what happens when I no longer exist. I would have been who I was without Miami Heat. Like, he loved, it's all about him. But people like Steph Curry went through the grind. You can talk about the KD rings all you want to. Steph Curry went through the grind for that first championship. And the last championship, he went through the grind. Curry showed you he didn't need a super team. I don't care what nobody say. Curry would have got him another one without Kevin Durant. He got them to the finals without Kevin Durant in 2019. And if not for Klay Thompson getting injured, they would have won. I promise you, because Klay Thompson had 30 in that game. Curry done showed you on 2 separate times he can be the number 1 and go through the grind and win the title without a super team. But all y'all want to talk about is the KD years. Penny and Grant Hill was the first prototypes of his. Them is I think he said Penny was he tried to model his game after him. If Penny not for the injuries, Penny would have been top. Ain't no telling his ceiling. Penny Hardaway was the first prototype of him, and Grant Hill too, but Grant Hill had a better mid-range. It's crazy, y'all. But I'm gonna get on up out of here, man, and get back to my, you know what I'm saying, chilling, relaxing. But yeah, man, the Warriors, I think they have a great chance of making the playoffs, man. Y'all put in the comment section what y'all think. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.